Right now, everyone's fighting over the same overpriced Dallas neighborhoods, and they're completely missing what's happening in these suburbs I'm about to show you. Now, fueled by billion-dollar projects and massive job growth, these areas are set to explode in 2026, and we'll break down which suburbs are surging, why they're heating up, and which ones could be the one for you. And wait till you hear about the last one on the list. It's completely under the radar, but it's set to explode because of the massive industrial project that's happening right now. All right, first up is Princeton, which is America's fastest growing city that most buyers haven't even found out about yet. And the suburbs population blew up by 30.6% in just 1 year. And I'm not really talking about some little tiny town. I mean, we're looking at a city that jumped from 28,000 to over 37,000 people almost overnight. Now, Princeton officially holds the title as the fastest growing city in the entire United States, according to census data. And this growth has been going on for a while now. The city has more than doubled its size since 2020, when it was still about 17,000 people. So what's making Princeton ready to explode in 2026? Well, the median home price is currently at $297,000, which is down about 16.1% from last year. And that's really creating a perfect window for buyers to get in before the next wave of growth hits. And this is the kind of price correction in America's fastest growing city is almost unheard of. It's similar to the growth pattern that happened in another suburb we're going to talk about here in just a minute. Now, Princeton actually had to stop allowing new construction because they were growing way too fast. Now, they put a pause on the new home building to let roads, water, and other city services really catch up. But here's what most people miss, that there are still about 10,000 homes in the pipeline that were already approved before the pause. And besides, this suburb is perfect for first-time home buyers, young families, working people who really want the North Texas lifestyle without the crazy price tag. And the schools are really good, the community's super friendly, and you can still drive to all of the major job centers without losing your mind in traffic. So if you were to ask me, I mean, I would say that Princeton is absolutely hot. It's literally the fastest growing city in America, but really, despite all of this, it's still flying under the radar for most Dallas buyers. I mean, the national spotlight's just starting to kind of shine on Princeton, so you've got that perfect early entry window. Now, what most buyers don't know about is that this temporary construction pause combined with that price correction is creating a once-in-a-decade buying opportunity. I mean, once city services catch up and the pause lifts, I mean, we're going to see home values take off as building kicks back into high gear. And by the way, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Levi Lascsak. I've been helping families, hundreds of families, move here to Dallas over the last couple of years, including people just like you who are looking to get in early on these amazing opportunities. So if you want to be the first to learn about everything about the Dallas market, make sure you subscribe so you stay up to date on everything that's happening. Now, if you're looking for something with more of a master plan feel, wait till you see what's happening in our next suburb. And that's Aubrey. Aubrey is doing something I've rarely seen in my 20 years in Dallas real estate. Now, they're planning their growth 20 years ahead instead of scrambling to catch up after the fact. So why will Aubrey explode in 2026? Because they're doing what few suburbs are doing. They're actually putting in all of the roads, the water, and the utilities before the houses go in. Now, Aubrey's rolling out the Aubrey 2045 Comprehensive Plan, which is a 20-year blueprint guide to all of the future growth. The current median home price is around $322,000, which is down about 6.9% from last year, but the price adjustment creates an amazing opportunity for buyers who want to get in early on a meticulously planned community, which is a completely different approach from a suburb we're going to talk about later that had this whole industrial boom. Now, when it comes to major developments, I mean, we've got the Duck Point project, which is a 160-acre mixed-use development with a pretty cool public-private partnerships creating something pretty special. I mean, you got communities like Union Park and Sandbrook Ranch that offer homes from $250,000 up to $850,000, with Sandbrook Ranch featuring beautiful 70-foot lots by Highland Homes. And of course, we've toured these properties on this channel, so you should check out those videos. Now, what makes this place different is how they're using special tax zones that they call TIRZs to fund city services ahead of private growth. Think about that. Most suburbs build homes first, then scramble to add the roads, the water, and the services, and Aubrey's doing the exact opposite. So is Aubrey already hot? Well, it's starting to warm up, but it's still seen as early stages. The comprehensive plan is being finalized finalized in 2025, making this the prime window before major appreciation hits. Something to point out, though, is that the 2045 plan incorporates lessons from other rapidly growing Dallas suburbs to avoid infrastructure bottlenecks. But the city is using tax increment reinvestment zones to fund improvements ahead of the private development. And that's something that prevents the growing pains that have really hit the other suburbs pretty hard. But if you're looking for that perfect balance of supply and demand, a place where prices are rising steadily without the crazy spikes, our next suburb has kind of nailed that sweet spot. Now, Celina is one of the most interesting opportunities I've seen in years. I mean, it's a high-end suburb where prices have actually dropped significantly. Now, that's creating a pretty rare window for buyers right now. Now, this premium suburb, I mean, it's temporarily undervalued in my opinion. The median sales price here is only $572,000. Now, that's actually down 13.5% compared to last year. That's a pretty serious correction in a market that's still growing for the long term. But it's a perfect suburb really for families really wanting modern master plan communities with excellent schools and new construction. I mean, it's got a reputation for top tier schools, family friendly features, and a pretty strong community vibe that makes it a magnet for really putting down roots in that community. Now, from the biggest developments we can expect here, we've got several master plan communities with resort style amenities, and these communities feature amenities that typically you only see in luxury vacation destinations. I mean, pools with beach entries, resident-only fitness centers. You got miles of trails, lifestyle directors planning year-round events, and much more. Now, overall, Celina has been one of the top-growing suburbs in Dallas for several years now, but the price correction has created a rare opportunity window that I don't think will last that long. I mean, that's not the only hidden gem on the list, though. I'll get to another one here in just a minute. But really what most buyers don't know about Celina is that while prices have dropped from their peak, the long-term growth trajectory really remains pretty strong. I mean, the quality of construction, you look at the community amenities and the school districts, really make it an incredible long-term investment, especially at today's discounted prices. But now let's move to a suburb that's not just growing, I mean, it's literally changing with 3 massive projects at a minimum that are all going to be hitting at once in 2026. And this next place is at a completely different level. Now, if I had to bet on one suburb making national headlines for 2026, it's going to be Frisco. I mean, you got 3 absolutely massive billion-dollar projects all coming online at the same time, creating really a perfect storm of growth. So imagine Disney World, you've got Central Park and a luxury shopping district all opened up in your neighborhood in the same year. I mean, that's basically what's going to happen in 2026 in Frisco. Now, the current median home price in Frisco is around $691,000, which is down about 4.7% from last year, but that means you can get into one of Dallas's premier suburbs at a discount right before these massive developments come online. And I've always said, just follow the major developments. I mean, these corporate giants are not dummies. So if they're building, trust me, the housing will follow and the prices will go up from there. Now, Frisco is perfect for corporate executives. You got high-earning families. You've got investors looking for premium growth in North Texas, most feature-rich suburb, you could say. I mean, it appeals to those who want world-class amenities and experiences without having to leave their neighborhood. Now, I've got to tell you, though, about these 3 major projects that will absolutely transform this place. First up is going to be Grand Park, which is a 1,000-plus acre that will be larger than Central Park in New York. And after nearly 20 years of delays, the project is finally moving forward with building starting in late 2025. But the first phase, which is Civic Park, includes a 5-acre pond, an amphitheater, and a nature center. Then we got Firefly Park, which is a $2.5 billion investment over the next decade. It's a 217-acre mixed-use project that includes 45 acres of a signature park. So phase 1 broke ground in early 2024, but the first phases are going to open up in 2026. But you've got 3 million square feet of office space, 400,000 square feet of retail, 1,200 hotel rooms, and nearly 2,000 homes going to be in that community. And if that weren't enough, you got Universal Kids Resort opening in May of 2026. It's a $550 million investment that includes a 300-room hotel and a theme park design just for families with young kids. So the resort is going to have several themed lands, including areas based on Shrek, SpongeBob, Minions, Trolls, Jurassic World, and more. And quick side note on Firefly Park, my childhood best friend from the 2nd grade that I've known all of these years is the developing manager on Firefly Park. So it's really cool to see that come full circle from when we were first hanging out since the second grade. But let's not also forget that Frisco's historic downtown, the rail district renovation, is also going to wrap up in 2026, which is going to add another really cool spot to the downtown. But what most buyers don't know about Frisco is that these three projects represent the largest coming together of what you could say entertainment, recreation, and urban development in the suburbs of Dallas. I mean, in its history. I mean, the timing creates a once-in-a-decade opportunity to buy before these amenities come online and send property values, I think, more upward. Now, properties near these major projects will really benefit big time as the world-class features really come online and both home buyers and businesses start to flood into that area. But not everyone wants to pay Frisco prices, so let me show you a suburb that's kind of flying completely under the radar while still delivering pretty amazing growth. That's going to be Melissa, which is a hidden gem really nobody's talking about. I mean, while everyone's really kind of chasing the big name suburbs, Melissa has been quietly building something kind of special. I mean, I've been watching this place for years and it's showing all the signs of a suburb right before a major boom. I mean, it has a Buc-ee's. I mean, what more can you say? If Buc-ee's goes in there, I mean, the boom is about to follow. Now, the median sale price of a home in Melissa is currently around $477,000. That's down about 4.7% from last year. But here's what's really interesting is the median price per square foot is up to $209. So that's 7.2% from last year. And that tells me the market is strengthening really at the foundational level. But Melissa's perfect for dual income families really seeking good schools, safety, new homes, small town vibe near the Metroplex. So the average family here makes about $137,000 a year. So you're surrounded by successful professionals and families. And the community has new shopping centers being developed along with expanded roadways to really kind of accommodate the growing population. You got parks, trails, and recreational facilities. They're all being added at a pretty rapid pace, creating a kind of a family-friendly environment that drives long-term growth. So compared to its neighbors, you got McKinney and Anna. Melissa has been warming up for a while now, creating really kind of a sweet spot for buyers looking to get in early. And what's even better, it was actually named Texas' safest city in 2024. So the combination of safety, great schools, reasonable prices, that creates a pretty powerful draw for families, especially those being priced out of Frisco and McKinney. But this is exactly the pattern I've seen over and over in North Dallas suburbs that suddenly take off. I mean, there's a brief pause or a slight correction, then a period of stability, and then boom. I mean, it's like everyone else discovers it and prices jump. So Melissa is sitting in that perfect sweet spot right now where in the know buyers can still get in before the rush. And speaking of getting in early, wait until you hear about my final pick, which most people have never heard of it, but it has a huge industrial project that's about to change everything, and it has all the makings of a massive opportunity. Get ready for it. Here it comes. And that's going to be Sherman is about to see one of the largest private manufacturing investments in U.S. history, and hardly anyone in Dallas is really kind of paying attention. Texas Instruments is investing over $40 billion in semiconductor manufacturing facilities in Sherman. I mean, this isn't just one factory. It's 4 massive semiconductor factories that will supply companies like Apple, Ford, and NVIDIA. It's like having a mini Silicon Valley drop right into North Texas. And the current median sell price of a home in Sherman is $297,000, which is up 2.9% since last year. So that makes it one of the only suburbs on our list showing price appreciation. But even with this increase, the suburb remains the most affordable entry point of all 6 suburbs we're talking about. But Sherman is perfect for long-term investors and buyers really seeking maximum growth from industrial job growth. I mean, it's ideal for those willing to invest ahead of the employment boom, getting in before the housing demand spike that always follows major job creation. So Texas Instruments semiconductor manufacturing investment it's really one of the largest in U.S. manufacturing investments ever. Now, the first fabs, which is SM1, began making chips in 2025 with 3 more fabs planned, and SM2 construction is already complete, with SM3 and SM4 breaking ground in 2026 and 2030. So this massive project will create 3,000 plus direct high-paying jobs, plus thousands more in supporting businesses. And these aren't just any jobs. These are high-skill, high-wage positions in one of the most important industries in the world economy. But if you ask me, I don't think Sherman is hot, not yet. And that's exactly why it's such an incredible opportunity. This isn't just another manufacturing facility boom. This is a multi-decade commitment from one of America's leading technology companies. And when companies make this level of investment, they've committed for decades, not years. And that means steady demand for housing that can drive growth for generations. Look, and I'm not just guessing here. This is based on the patterns we've seen in other chip manufacturing hubs like in Austin and Pflugerville. The parallels are pretty striking and the growth potentials are enormous. So think about this. Princeton gives you America's fastest growth with a temporary price correction. Aubrey offers master planned vision with strategic development. You got Celina delivering a significant market correction opportunity. And then you got Frisco bringing world-class features that will completely transform North Dallas. You got Melissa, which provides steady performance with improving fundamentals. And Sherman offers industrial job growth with actual price appreciation. So if you're thinking about moving to any of these Dallas suburbs, make sure you reach out to me and the team. All of our information is on the screen or in the description below. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas and position you in these high growth areas before everyone else catches on. And all of these suburbs I covered are pretty good choices for your move to Dallas. But if you want to know where I'd personally move right now in 2025, check out this video right here. I'll break it all down for you. And until next time, well, I hope to show you around town.